My name is Kyungyo JD Kim. My monologue is gonna be A Midsummer Night's Dream, Helena, lines 148 to 164, Act 3, Scene 2.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If you are man as man you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Sonnet 40.
Take all my loves, my love. Yeah, take them all. What hast thou then more than thou hadst before? No love's my love that thou mayst true love call. All mine was thine before thou hadst this more. Then if for my love thou my love receivest, I cannot blame thee for my love thou usest. But yet be blamed if thou thyself deceivest by willful taste of what thyself refusest. I do forgive thy robbery, gentle thief, although thou steal thee all my poverty. And yet love knows it is a greater grief to bear love's wrong than love's known injury. Lascivious grace, in whom all ill will shows, kill me with spite, yet we must not be foes.
Contestant number 2.
My name is Alexis Oshiro, and I'm going to be performing sonnet number 5. Those hours that with gentle work did frame, the lovely caves where every eye doth dwell will play the tyrants to the very same. And that unfair which fairly doth excel, for never resting time leads summer on, that hideous winter and confounds him there. Sap, checked with frost and lusty leaves quite gone. Beauty oversnowed and bareness everywhere. Then were not summer's distillation left, a liquid prisoner pent in walls of glass. Beauty's effect were beauty bereft, nor it nor no remembrance what it was. But flowers' distillation, though they were winter meat, for least, but their shoulder substances still live sweet. My monologue is Act 3, Scene 1, Much Ado About Nothing. What fires in my ears? Can this be true? No. Can it be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt. Farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict. Love on. My kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reporting thee. Okay.
name is Erica Yost. I will be performing Sonnet 71, followed by Queen Catherine's monologue, Act 2, Scene 4 from Henry VIII. No longer mourn for me when I am dead. Then you shall hear the surly, sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world, with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that writ it, for I love you so, that I in your sweet thoughts would be forgot, if thinking on me then should make you woe. Oh, if I say you look upon this verse, when I, perhaps, compounded am with clay, do not so much as my poor name rehearse, but let your love even with my life decay, lest the wise world should look into your moan, and mock you with me after I am gone. When was the hour I ever contradicted your desire? Or made it not mine too? Or which of your friends have I not strove to love, although I knew he were mine enemy? What friend of mine that had to him derive your anger did I continue in my liking, nay, gave notice he was from thence discharged? Sir, call to mind that I have been your wife in this obedience upward of 20 years, and have been blessed with many children by you. If, in the course and process of this time, you can report and prove it to, against mine honor aught, my bond to wedlock, or my love and duty against your sacred person, in God's name, turn me away and let the foulest contempt shut door upon me. And so give me up to the sharpest kind of justice.
Now, just
My name is Sarah Takata, and today I will be performing sonnet number 23, followed by Romeo's monologue, Act 3, Scene 3. As an unperfect actor on a stage, who with his fear is put beside his part, or some fierce thing replete with too much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens his own heart. So I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of this rite, and in mine own love's strength seem to decay, o'ercharged with burden of mine own love's might. Oh, let my books be then the eloquence and dumb presagers of my speaking breast, who plead for love and look for recompense, more than that tongue that more hath more expressed. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ. To hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit. "'Tis torture and not mercy! Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat, dog, little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven, may look upon her. But Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. they may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand, who steals mortal blessing from her lips, who even in pure and vestal modesty still blush as thinking their own kiss is sin. But Romeo may not. He is banished. They are free men, but I am banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cassidy Majors, and I will be performing sonnet number 129, followed by Phoebe's monologue from As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 5. The expense of spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action. Until action, lust is perjured, murderous, bloody, full of blame, savage, extreme, rude, cruel, not to trust. Enjoyed no sooner, but despised straight, as a swallowed bait laid on purpose to make the taker mad. Mad in pursuit and in possession so, had, having, and in quest to have. Extreme. A bliss improved and proved a very woe. Before, a joy proposed. Behind, a dream. All this world well knows, and yet none knows well, to shun the heaven that leads men to this hell. Think not I love him, though I ask for him. He's but a peevish boy, and he talks well. But sure, what do I care for words? Yet, words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth, not very pretty, but sure, he's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion. He is not very tall. Yet for his years he's tall. There be some women, Sylvius, had they marked him in parcels as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet, I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide at me? He said my eyes were black, and my hair black. And now I'm remembered, scorned at me. I marvel I answered not again. But that's all one. Omittance is no quittance. I'll write to him a very taunting letter. And thou shalt bear it, wilt thou, Sylvius? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Makana Richter, and I will be playing the character Berowne from Love's Labour's Lost, Act 4, Scene 3, followed by Sonnet 80. The king, he is hunting the deer. I am coursing myself. They have pitched a toil. I'm toiling in a pitch. Defiles. A foul word. Well, set thee down, sorrow. For so they say the fool said, and so say I, and I a fool. Well proved wit. By the Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep. It kills me. I, a sheep. Well proved again. Oh, I sighed. I will not love. If I do, hang me. If faith, I will not. Oh, but her eye. By this light, but for her eye, I would not love her. Yes, for her 2 eyes. Well, I do nothing in the world but lie, and lie in my throat. By heaven, I do love. And it hath taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. And here is part of my rhyme, and here my melancholy. Well, she hath one of my sonnets already. The clown bore it, the fool sent it, and the lady hath it. Sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweetest lady. By the world, I would not care a pin if the other 3 were in. Well, here comes one with a paper. Will God give him grace to groan? Oh, how I faint when I of you do right, knowing a better spirit doth use your name, and in the praise thereof spends all his might, to make me tongue-tied, speaking of your fame. But since your worth, wide as the ocean is, the humble as the proudest sail doth fare, my saucy bark, inferior far to his, on your broad main doth wilfully appear. Your shallowest help will hold me up afloat, while he upon your soundless deep doth ride. Or being wrecked, I am a worthless boat, he of tall building and of goodly pride. Then if he thrive, and I be cast away. The worst was this: my love was my decay.
Hi, my name is Melissa Hasmer, and I will be performing Puck's monologue, Act 2, Scene 1, from Midsummer Night's Dream, followed by Sonnet 12. Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob,
and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tales, sometime for 3-footstool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth, and knees and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. Ballroom fairy, here comes Oberon. When I do count the clock that tells the time, and see the brave day sunk in hideous night, when I behold the violet past prime, and sable curls all silvered o'er with white, when lofty trees I see barren of leaves, which erst from heat to canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves, borne on the bier with white and bristly beard, then of thy beauty do I question make, that thou among the wastes of time must go, since sweets and beauties do themselves forsake, and die as fast as they see others grow. And nothing against time's scythe can make defense, save breed to brave him when he takes thee hence. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Erica Ito. I'm going to be doing Hermione from The Winter's Tale, Act 3, Scene 2, followed by Sonnet 102. Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with, I seek. To me can life be no commodity? The crown and comfort of my life, your favor. I do give lost, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy, and first fruits of my body, from his presence I am barred like one infectious. My third comfort, starred most unluckily, is from my breast, the innocent milk in its most innocent mouth, haled out to murder. Myself, on every post, proclaimed a strumpet, with immodest hatred, the child-bed privilege denied, which longs to women of all fashion. Lastly, hurried here, to this place in the open air, before I have got strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me what blessings I have here alive, that I should fear to die. My love is strengthened, though more weak in seeming. I love not less, though less the show appear. That love is merchandised, whose rich esteeming the owner's tongue doth publish everywhere. Our love was new, and then, but in the spring when I was wont to greet it with my lays, as Philomel in summer's front doth sing, and stops his pipe in growth of riper days. Not that the summer is less pleasant now than when her mournful hymns did hush the night, but that wild music burthens every bough, and sweets grown common lose their dear delight. Therefore, like her, I sometime hold my tongue, because I would not dull you with my song. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Isabella Mickey, and I will be performing Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2, and Sonnet 147.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What is in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name. And for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself. My love is as a fever, longing still, for that which longer nurseth the disease, feeding on that which doth preserve the ill, the uncertain, sickly appetite to please. My reason, the physician to my love, angry that his prescriptions are not kept, hath left me, and I, desperate, now prove. Desire is death, which physic did accept. Past cure I am, now reason is past care, and frantic mad with ever more unrest, my thoughts and my discourse as madmen's are, at random from the truth, vainly expressed. For I have sworn thee fair, and thought thee bright, who art as black as hell, as dark as night. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kristen Viner. I will be performing Beatrice from Much Ado About Nothing, Act 2, Scene 1, followed by Sonnet 90.
What shall I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and call him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I will even take a sixpence in earnest to the bear herd, and lead his apes into hell. No, to the gate. And there will the devil meet me, like an old cuckold, with horns on his head, and say, "Get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids." So deliver I up my apes, and away to St. Peter's. For the heavens, he shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long. Then hate me when thou wilt. If ever now while the world is bent my deeds to cross, join with the spite of fortune, make me bow. and do not drop in for an after loss. Ah, do not, when my heart hath escaped this sorrow, join in the rearward of a conquered woe. Give not a windy night a rainy morrow, to linger out a purposed overthrow. If thou wilt leave me, do not leave me last, when other petty griefs have done their spite, but in the onset come, so shall I taste at first the very worst of fortune's might. And other strains of woe, which now seem woe, compared to the loss of thee, will not seem so.
Hello, my name is Andrea Lee, and I will be performing Viola's monologue from Twelfth Night from Act 2, Scene 2, followed by Sonnet 71. I left no ring with her. What it means is, lady, for to forbid outside and not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger of none of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fare? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? No longer mourn for me when I am dead. Then you shall hear the surly, sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that writ it, for I love you so that I in your sweet thoughts would be forgot, if thinking on me then should make you woe. Oh, if I say you look upon this verse when I perhaps compounded am with clay, do not so much as my poor name rehearse, but let your love, even with my life, decay, lest the wide world should look into your moan and mock you with me after I am gone. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lanihuli Gilbert, and I will be performing one of Aaron's monologues from Titus Andronicus, Act 5, Scene 1, following it by Sonnet 17. Even now I curse the day, and yet I think few come within the compass of my curse, wherein I did not some notorious ill as kill a man, or else devise his death, ravish a maid, or plot the way to do it, accuse some innocent and forswear myself, set deadly enmity between two friends, make poor men's cattle break their necks, set fire on barns and haystacks in the night, and bid the owners quench them with their tears. Oft have I digged up dead men from their graves and set them upright at their dear friends' doors, even when their sorrows almost was forgot, and on their skins as
on the bark of trees, have with my knife carved in Roman letters, "Let not your sorrow die, though I am dead." But I have done 1,000 dreadful things as willingly as one would kill a fly. And nothing grieves me heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more. Who will believe my verse in time to come if it were filled with your most high deserts? For yet heaven it knows it is but as a tomb which hides your life and shows not half your parts. If I could write the beauty of your eyes and in fresh numbers number all your graces, the age to come would say, "This poet lies, such heavenly touches ne'er touched earthly faces." So should my papers, yellowed with their age, be scorned like old men of less truth than tongue, and your true rights be termed a poet's rage and stretched meter of an antique song. But were some child of yours alive that time, you should live twice, in it and in my rhyme. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vincent Solis, and today I will be performing Sonnet 14, followed by a monologue from Henry IV, Part 1, Act 1, Scene 2 as Prince Henry. Not from the stars do I my judgment pluck, and yet, methinks, I have astronomy, but not to tell of good or evil luck, of plagues, of dearths, or seasons' quality, nor can I fortune to brief maze tell, pointing to each as thunder, rain, and wind, or say, with princes if it shall go well, I oft predict that I in heaven find. But from thine eyes my knowledge I derive, and, constant stars, in them I read such art, as truth and beauty shall together thrive. If from thyself to store thou wouldst convert, or else of thee this I prognosticate, thy end is truth's and beauty's doom and date. Herein will I imitate the sun, who doth permit the base contagious clouds to smother up his beauty from the world, that when he please again to be himself, being wanton, he may be more wondered at by breaking through the foul and ugly mists of vapors that did seem to strangle him. If only he were playing holidays, or to sport would be as tedious as to work. But when they seldom come, they wished for come, and nothing pleaseth but rare accidents. So, when this loose behavior I throw off, and pay the debt I never promised, by how much better than my word I am, by so much shall I falsify men's hopes. And like bright metal on a sullen ground, my reformation, glittering o'er my fault, shall show more goodly and attract more eyes than that which hath no foil to set it off. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Adrian Del Rosario, and I will be performing Helena's monologue, Act 1, Scene 3, from All's Well That Ends Well, followed by Sonnet 33.
Then I confess, here on my knee, before high heaven and you, that before you and next unto high heaven, I love your son. My friends were poor, but honest, so is my love. Be not offended that it hurts not him that he is loved of me. I follow him not by any token of presumptuous suit, nor would I have him till I do deserve him. Yet, never know how that desert should be. I know I love in vain, strive against hope, yet in this captious and untenable sieve, I still pour out waters of my love, and lack not to lose still. Thus, Indian-like, religious in mine error, I adore the sun that looks upon his worshipper, but knows of him no more. Full many glorious morning have I seen, scattered the mountain tops with sovereign eye, kissing with golden face with meadows green, gilding pale streams with heavenly alchemy. Anon permit basis the clouds to ride, stealing line. Pardon?
Anon permit the basis clouds.
Anon permit basis clouds to ride, stealing unseen to west with this disgrace. Even so, my sun one early morn did shine. Line.
With all
Triumphant splendor on my brow. The region cloud hath masked from him now. Suns from the world may stain, when heaven's sun staineth.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Krista Chang. Today I will be performing Rosalind's monologue from As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 5, followed by Sonnet 121.
I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, fake proud mistress. Oh, not after it. It is not your inky brow, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can entame my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd! Wherefore do you follow her like foggy south, huffing with wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a proper man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that makes the world full of ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. And out of you, she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But mistress, know yourself. Down on your knees and thank heaven fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you, friendly in your ear, sell while you can. You are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy. Love him. Take his offer. Foul is most foul, being found to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well.
better to be vile than vile esteemed. When not to be receives reproach of being and the just pleasure lost, which is so deemed not by our feeling, but by others seen. For why should others' false adulterate eyes give salutation to my sport of blood? Or on my frailties, why all frailer spies, which in their wails count bad, would I think good? No, I am that I am, and they that level at my abuses running up their own. I may be straight, though they themselves be bevel. By their rank thoughts, my deeds must not be shown, unless this general evil they maintain. All men are bad, and in their badness reign. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Kamak. I will be performing Sonnet 23, followed by Julia's monologue, Act 1, Scene 2, from The Two Gentlemen of Berowne. As an unperfect actor on the stage, who with his fear is put besides his part, or some fierce thing, replete with too much rage, whose strength's abundance weakens his own heart. So I, for fear of trust, forget to say the perfect ceremony of love's rite. And in mine own love's strength, seem to decay, or charged with the burden of mine own love's might. Oh, let my books then be the eloquence, and the dumb presagers of my speaking breast, who plead for love, and look for recompense more than that tongue that more hath expressed. Oh, learn to read what silent love hath writ. To hear with eyes belongs to love's fine wit. This babble shall not henceforth trouble me. Oh, hateful hands to tear such loving words. Oh, I'll kiss each several paper for amends. Look, here's writ. Kind Julia. Unkind Julia, as in revenge of thy ingratitude, I throw thy name against the bruising stones, trampling contemptuously on thy disdain. And here is writ, love wounded Proteus. Poor, wounded name. My bosom as a bed shall lodge thee till thy wounds be thoroughly healed. No, be calm, good wit, blow not a word away, except mine own name, that some whirlwind beareth thence into the raging sea. Lo, here in one line is his name, twice writ. Poor, forlorn Proteus. Passionate Proteus. To thy sweet Julia. That I will tear away. And yet, I will not. If so prettily he couples it to his complaining names. Thus I will fold them, one upon another. Now kiss, embrace, contend, do what thy will. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alisa Boland. I will be starting off with, contrary to the program, Sonnet 55, and following it with one of Queen Margaret's monologues from Henry VI, Part 3, Act 1, Scene 4. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme. But you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fires shall burn the living record of your memory. Against death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity, that wear this world out to the ending doom. So till that judgment that yourself arise, you live in this, and dwell in lovers' eyes. What? Was it you who would be England's king? Where are your mess of sons to back you now? And where's that valiant, crook-backed prodigy? Dickie, your boy, who with his grumbling voice was wont to cheer his dad in mutinies. Or with the rest, where is your darling Rutland? Look, York, I stained this napkin with the blood that valiant Clifford with his rapier's point made issue from the bosom of the boy. And if thine eyes can water for his death, I give you this to dry thy cheeks withal. Alas, poor York, but that I hate thee deadly, I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee, York, grieve to make me merry. What? Hath thy fiery heart so parched thine entrails that not a tear can fall for Rutland's death? Stamp, rave, and fret so that I may sing and dance. Ah, York cannot speak unless he wear a crown for York, and lords bow low to him. Aye, marry, sir, now looks he like a king.
When I have finished awarding the prizes and the winners, I will give a few accolades and then release all of you to retire outside for more food and to mull around and chat and congratulate all the contestants for their participation. We ask that all the contestants and their teachers stay around to get more pictures if we can. Okay, third place, Alisa Boland. Second place, Lanihuli Gilbert. Makana Richter.